start with Lightning Bruins. Who do you guys have in this series?
It's going to be evenly matched, in my opinion. I'm going to say Lightning in 7.
Really? Lightning in 7? Okay.
I have Lightning in 6.
Yeah, I agree. Lightning in 6. I mean, I think Boston had a perfectly, I think they had a better chance, to close the gap, instead of taking it to 7 games with Toronto, and I think they failed with that, and I think they're...
Yeah, I picked Boston in that game.
Yeah, no, I'm glad, Boston... I'm going to be honest, the reason why I'm so glad Boston won is because Eric was just so sure that Toronto was going to win. Because he always wanted Toronto. Because he always brought it up.
I really thought Toronto was going to win.
Thank you.
I really did.
Oh, you're wrong.
Okay, I'm owning up, and you're letting me know. It's fine.
It is fair to wonder if Babcock and Lamoriello are right for the Maple Leafs.
I think they are. My problem with the Maple Leafs in this series was their stars didn't show up.
That is true. Austin Matthews was invisible for a lot of the series, and that goes on the coaching at the end of the day. Babcock, I'm not a big fan of him in Toronto. Nick, who do you have?
I knew you were going to do this. I knew you were going to do this.
Do you want to pass?
No, Bruins in 4. I'm going there. I'm going there.
Are you kidding me?
I'm obviously very upset.
I have never heard Eleanor do that.
Oh my
before.
God!
I can't. I'm like shocked. I don't know.
I'm actually scared right now. Hold on, I'm going to move on.
You got to understand, I am a really upset Devils fan. That's all. I am so hurting.
Nick, you're delirious.
I know.
I appreciate the boldness of the upset pick.
I'm going to say Bruins in 7.
Look, I was
Wait,
so...
Bruins in 4? Bruins in 7?
No, I want Bruins in 4. I think it'll be Bruins in 7.
Oh, okay.
I was just gonna say before, I was so close to getting that Warriors sweep. By the way,
yes, you were.
Close but no cigar.
I know.
So with the Boston Lightning series, the matchup with Brad Marchand and Nikita Kucherov is going to be the most important thing because those are, in my opinion, the two best players on the both teams right now.
I agree.
Did you see the report that came onto everybody's phone yesterday? The NHL asked Brad Marchand to stop licking players.
Oh my God!
So I don't know.
Yes,
I didn't hear that.
Yes, Jacob, that's news.
Yeah, and then he tweeted. He was like, "It's false."
Oh, geez.
I would not be surprised though. It's Brad Marchand. He's the dirtiest player.
I mean, who wants to be licked by Brad Marchand? I don't know.
I think I do.
You do.
I don't know what to say.
But Andrei Vasilevsky, he lets in almost all his goals on the high blocker side, so that's going to be important for the Boston Bruins to remember.
Yeah, I'm taking Lightning in 6. I just think the Lightning are the better team. Kucherov is playing well. Tyler Johnson, Andre Palat. Steven Stamkos, too. Everyone forgets about him, it seems like.
Again,
God forbid people forget about Stamkos.
Yeah, right.
And the Bruins take a lot of penalties. So, like I've said in the Devils series, Tampa Bay's power play is too good to be taking penalties.
Absolutely. What about your series, Eleanor? Capitals, Penguins. Penguins won last night 3-2.
I have Penguins in 6.
You're the only person in this room who was watching it, by the way. Just so you know.
Yeah. No, I know.
We're not qualified to talk about it. So
it was a good game. Matt Murray let in 2 goals. It was 2-0. But I thought Matt Murray played very well. Defensive breakdowns were the reason for both of those goals. The Penguins' defense is their biggest weakness. And if anybody who knows me knows that my biggest pet peeve in hockey is when defensemen pinch when they're not supposed to. And that's what the Penguins always do because all their defensemen like to get in on the offense. So that led to both the Capitals' goals and then the Penguins in the third period. Braden Holtby once again breaks down against the Penguins.
Yep.
I mean, I said it. I said Braden Holtby cannot play against the Penguins. We've seen it for the past 3 years, and it's not going to change.
Guys, I'm going to be bold here. I'm going to take a page out of Nick's book. I'm saying Penguins in 4.
I was going to say 5.
I can't do that.
I hate the Capitals this year.
Everybody was saying that the Capitals are different this year, and they're not different. They're the same exact
that's my
teams
point.
Always.
I feel like they just got lucky to get out of the first round, which is exactly why I think
that's
5.
Why they're different. They didn't break down the first.
5 is fair. I think the Penguins will win.
I'm saying
5.
4. I'm being bold. I just think that the Penguins are so much better.
I agree.
The Penguins,
not 4.
The Penguins are better, but I don't think that the Capitals are going to go down that easy. And the Penguins can be undisciplined at times. And again, you don't want to take power plays against the Capitals. Alex Ovechkin on that left side.
I'll be the black sheep. Penguins in 7.
Penguins in 7. Okay, fair enough.
I can see it going to 7.
Listen, I'm just being bold. That's all it is.
And again, if they don't get out of the second round, the Capitals
blow everything up.
Barry Trotz has to be fired.
100%.
Agreed. I don't know why he's still there.
Because the Capitals are still in the playoffs.
And the Capitals miss Andrei Burakovsky a lot.
Yes, they do.
They really do.
What about the best series in the second round? Predators, Jets.
Winnipeg in 6.
Jets.
I know. Me and Dominic love Winnipeg this year.
Yes.
I have Winnipeg winning everything.
So do I.
I have Winnipeg in 6 also.
All right.
I think the only thing is Nashville does have more experience, but I think the Jets are the better team overall, and it's going to be Connor Hellebuck versus Pekka Rinne.
Nick, who do you have?
I think this is going to go the full 7, but I still have Winnipeg.
Me too. I have Winnipeg in 7 too.
Oh, wow, we're all going Winnipeg. That's actually kind of surprising
They're
to
like
me.
the feel-good story here.
They really are.
Like you want them to do well.
Yeah.
Because they've been really bad for a long time, and they also moved there, and they have good fans.
Also, Patrick Laine's career is coming to an end because he looks 40, so...
And honestly, Paul
just like Mungo Jerry, right? Oh, man.
Paul Stastny was my favorite Blue, so I'm kind of rooting for him.
Paul Stastny was your favorite Blue.
Yeah, swear to God.
Okay.
And with Nashville, in my opinion, and I think a lot of people will agree, I think Nashville has the best defense in the playoffs, and you can make an argument for the entire league. So that's going to be big against. Winnipeg has the offense, but Nashville's defense is just as good, I think.
I mean, you can't have a good defense without a good goalie, and Pekka Rinne, I can make the argument, is the best goalie in this second round. I'm still picking Jets in 7, though, and I do have the Jets going to the Stanley Cup Finals, beating Vegas. I don't know if I'm going to have them win or not. I don't know. I'm going to hedge my bets.
I have Winnipeg beating Tampa.
You know what? That's not crazy.
Watch it happen.
I'm going to say the winner of the Lightning Bruins series, so maybe the Lightning wins the Stanley Cup. Okay. You know what? You got me to be bold. Way to go, guys. What about an absolute horror show of a game? I'm glad I didn't watch it. Golden Knights Sharks. It was a football score.
I am buying into Vegas.
Well, you have to.
Vegas in 5.
Vegas in 5.
I have Vegas in 6.
Vegas in 6.
I think they're going to sweep them.
So
I really do.
I hope you're right.
I really do.
I'll say a sweep too.
I hope you're right.
I just think they're overmatched. I just think they just got a fire lit under them.
San Jose is beyond bad.
No, the problem with last night's game, San Jose had 31 penalty minutes. You cannot win a hockey game if you play undisciplined. It's not going to work. How much can Martin Jones do? How much?
No, you're right.
Really.
You're 100% right.
I love the passion coming from her.
Because
she's the true hockey maven.
I know.
If you play undisciplined hockey, you are not going to win. And Evander Kane has a suspension coming towards him.
Yes, he does.
With that vicious cross-check.
He has a hearing with player safety today, right? Do me a favor. Keep me up to date on that.
And Evander Kane is one of my least favorite players in the entire league. I cannot stand him. I agree with you. There's no reason that you should cross-check a player in the face.
I didn't see it, to be honest with you.
I was talking to a friend in my class, actually, earlier this week, and I brought it up to Eleanor just before the show. And imagine this. Imagine a Penguins Golden Knights Stanley Cup.
Everyone outside of Pittsburgh would be rooting for the Golden Knights.
Everybody's rooting against Penguins. Like, I see all the comments. They're like, I'm rooting for Washington just because I can't stand the Penguins.
Yeah, exactly.
And it is what it is.
I was surprised that I heard that for the first time because I'm like, wait, that can happen.
Can.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I've been Penguins fans I know have been talking about it all season, since the season started. Like, imagine if it was Vegas. Penguins. I mean,
oh man,
I don't know if I could handle that.
I just don't.
Honestly,
I don't think it's the Pens though. I really don't. It's just Crosby. People just hate him. He's that guy they love to hate.
Oh,
no.
For a second, I thought you said the Penguins were all about Sidney.
No. I'm saying people don't hate. I really don't feel like they hate the Penguins. I think they just hate Sidney Crosby.
I don't like Malkin either.
He's that polarizing guy in the league.
There is truth to that.
People hate great teams.
That is true
in every sport. Let's be honest. They hate great players.
Welcome to being a Yankee fan.
I was just about to say they hate the Yankees. They hate the Patriots.
But I do have to say that Penguins fans make it very hard to like them.
Yes, they do.
I don't like some Penguins fans. The things that I see, that they say doesn't make sense, and it makes the whole fan base look bad. And
Eleanor, if it makes you feel any better, you're my favorite Penguins fan.
Thank you.
I'd rather you than a Flyers fan.
But you're also the only Penguins fan I know.
Yeah.
I hope you're the only one I meet.
So, on that note, let's take a quick break. Don't go anywhere, because we'll have an exclusive interview with Calvin Watkins coming up next. He's Newsday's New York Jet beat writer. I did that alongside Dominic and Nick. Right after that, we'll be doing an exclusive interview with Tom Rock, Newsday's New York Giant beat writer. See, you can't say we're biased on this show.
Yay, Big
but
Blue,
first,
yay.
I got to tell you about a great show that we have on this station. It's the WHPC 4:30 News Wrap-Up. Weekday afternoons at, 4:30. I'm glad you said that, not me. Keep in touch with what is going on around the world and around the block with the WHPC Daily News Wrap-Up, featuring sometimes award winner Eric Fischetti.
Yeah.
We're also taking your donations still at 516-572-7438. $25 gets you Monday Night Raw tickets on May 7th at the Coliseum. Calvin Watkins coming up next on Beyond the Game on the Voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC.
Ranger Station, Ranger speaking.
Hi. I'd like to report a bear hug.
Okay.
Well, before I left my campsite, I was putting out my fire, and out of nowhere, Smokey Bear showed up and hugged me?
So you drowned the fire, you stirred it, drowned it again, and felt that it was cold?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. He likes it when people correctly put out their campfires. He's pretty big on wildfire prevention. He's just letting you know you did good with a hug. He's a hugger.
I just got a bear hug from Smokey Bear. Status update.
All right, I'm going to let you go now. I've got a lot of ranger stuff to do. There are many ways to start a fire, but one sure way to put it out. Learn how you can do your part at SmokeyBear.com.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Sponsored by the U.S. Forest Service, Ad Council, and your state forester.
Alexa, can you please do my food shopping today?
Food shopping today added to your shopping list.
Alexa, can you do my math homework for me?
I'm not sure.
Alexa, play WHPC.
Play WHPC.
You can now listen to the voice of Nassau Community College on your Amazon Echo.
Simply say, Alexa, play WHPC.
I am already playing WHPC.
Sorry. So go ahead and buy a silicone steamer in the shape of a faceless melting pig.
Buy a silicone steamer in the shape of a faceless melting pig.
Yeah, that exists. And while you shop, play WHPC.
Or buy a headband with a mullet hair attached to it.
I refuse to buy a headband with mullet hair attached to it.
Yeah, that exists too. Not sure why. But when you buy it, you can play WHPC.
So play WHPC on your Amazon device today.
And thanks for listening to 90.3 WHPC.
This is Len Berman. Sunday morning, April 29th at 10:30, 8 Jewish greats from the world of sports will be inducted into the Jewish Sports Heritage Association. Among those being honored, soccer player Roby Young, squash player Vic Niederhofer, and boxer Boyd Melson. It's at Temple Israel in Lawrence, 140 Central Avenue. Admission is free. For more information, call Alan at Temple Israel, 516-239-1140.
All right, we're back on Beyond the Game on the Voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. I'm Jacob Valk. Sitting across from me, Dominick Arbolino and Nick Ohrnberger. And we are fortunate enough to be joined by an old friend of the show, Calvin Watkins. He's Newsday's New York Jet beat writer. Calvin, I know you're busy, and I appreciate you taking the time with us. How are you today?
I'm great. There's no problem. It's been a while since I've talked to you guys.
Yeah, I have missed you. I will admit, I did like our conversation a few months ago. What do you personally think of Sam Darnold?
I like Sam Darnold. He was probably the top-rated player on there amongst the quarterbacks. I don't know if he was the top-rated player overall, but they traded up, 3 spots, gave up 3 second-round picks to get him. So if you're going to do all that, you better get your guy, and they got him. The only thing that worries me about Darnold is the turnovers. I mean, he led the FBS with 22 turnovers last year. He's a young guy. He's 20 years old. He's just learning how to be a man, and now we're going to ask him to play in the National Football League. So those are some interesting things that he has to overcome, but his family has an athletic background. As you know, his granddad was a Marlboro man, so he already knows what to do in terms of how to deal with the spotlight.
And I know you just mentioned before that, obviously the Jets had to trade up, an abundance of the second-round picks to get Sam Darnold. So do you see the Jets, possibly trading back into the second round, maybe, try and look for a running back or offensive lineman or defensive lineman, any other position they need?
Oh, no doubt I do. One of the things they have to do, and they have to do it pretty quickly, is if they are going to get into the second round, they got to give up something. And they don't have a lot of assets to give up in terms of picks and that and whatnot. So they got some players they're going to have to give up to try to maybe move into the second round. And if they can't do that, then the third round is where you most likely will get your next pick. And they need a pass rusher. They need a running back. They need a guard, center. So they got some issues going on there with that football team that maybe the third round can help solve.
Do you have any idea of who maybe these players they can be getting rid of to try and get back into the second round? Do you maybe have an